Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
All right.
RightonQuelive, and we are live, and I'm feeling good because I haven't did an episode in like a month. As soon as I saw Zachary, he jumped into my arms, gave me a big hug. Him and the cat were just, crying tears of joy.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Well, Gage, we all just had a kumbaya moment coming back, but then the moment was ruined because he completely ruined the whole studio and shit looks horrible. Shit is everywhere. I don't know what the fuck I'm at right now, whatever. But the guest you have today was very complimentary of the trash setup. Wow. So that being said,
We love it. I'm jizzing right now.
Relax. Get yourself together. Introduce yourself, Mr. Jizz, man.
I'm Logan. Go by loganNOTnice. Producer. I guess now creative director, manager, leading face of Philly Support Philly. Just jokes, but I'm really trying to act like it, so I guess I am going to take that.
He's a nice guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm nice. I'm nice.
Sir?
I'm Riley. I'm a manager and marketing guru. That's about it.
Cool. He had a very long
Damn, I should have sat there and said guru.
Sum it right up.
Philly Rick Rubin.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like
What's
that.
the latest
Will
one?
Gary V.
What's the latest one, too?
Oh, Will Clive Davis.
There we go. Okay.
No, but I like that Philly Rick Rubin. Yeah, that's hard. Damn, I needed a little moniker like that.
So let's get right into it. This guy be real angry on the timeline.
Damn.
He's not nice. No, so it's funny, right? So like we talking about off mic before. I love the timeline terrorists. Some people consider me a timeline terrorist at times, whatever, Yeah. So I'm not familiar with you. I wasn't familiar with you before today, but the past month or so, I was just seeing a few tweets.
Damn,
get some feathers ruffled, and I'm like,
I haven't. Yo, you see the certain replies that I've been getting, like it's just like, bro, dude, first off, this shoe don't fit, like, and it's crazy because I before I was even quote unquote loganNOTnice, like last year, I was homeless. I was working 40 hours a week.
And real quick before you even get to that, and that's one thing I actually appreciate about these certain stances and points, whatever, because it's not like a complete like superiority type complex. Like, yo, get on your shit. Now, granted, we'll get deeper into the tweet in question, whatever. Like, basically, you said, if I remember correctly, if you're a creative and you never, well, it was paraphrased, but if you didn't quit your job, I don't take you serious. Right. Yeah. So now, at the fundamental level, I disagree with the whole "don't take you seriously" part, whatever. Right. But as you went on to further explain, one thing I did appreciate was you're like, no, like fuck, I had to snap into this myself personally, whatever. I was going, I was down and out, shit was fucked up from this and that, whatever, and I got myself together. And even before I reached out to you, I was looking through your shit, whatever, and I saw you celebrated like a year of journey, whatever. You said last year it was crazy for me, whatever. So I can appreciate a sense of transparency and of like of my own plight. And now that's what I've learned through this now, and that's why my thoughts about it, whatever. But what I find interesting is that people can't just like, as with any time niggas disagree with someone, it gotta be so like bothersome. Like people be so ass hurt. It's like you can disagree and keep moving. Like I said, I disagree, but it's like I'm not about to be like, nigga, what the fuck? It's like, yo,
but you know what Gary Vee said? Successful people don't give a fuck about what other successful people are doing. And like you're successful in your own right. Riley's successful in his own right. And there was certain people in there that were just like, bro, you probably, like, you said that a little crazy, but fundamentally, I get what you're saying because we all, in our own regards, had to make that.
People ignore the nuance of things.
Like, my man.
I looked farther into it when you said it. I saw it and I'm like, I didn't necessarily take it as like, quit your job right now, do it. But like, if you're not willing to quit a job for opportunity, then it's not for you. Right. And that's how I read it. Now, I see how other people, if you just worked a 10-hour shift, you just got off, now you're all mad about what's going on, and then you see you on the timeline fucking talking about it. I'd be sick too.
But even the way you said that just shows a sense of insecurity. And it's an understandable insecurity because, most people who work in some job, they're trying to find something more fulfilling in life. That's a sense of insecurity where it's like, oh, did I just work this crazy ass job that I fucking hate probably? This nigga tell me he gonna take me seriously for my art I'm trying to do? It's like, dog, whether you disagree or not, you shouldn't be that triggered by someone.
And
like,
if you actually went to my page, usually if I see someone on Twitter and they say some fuck shit, before I reply to that tweet, I like to go to their page and see if they try to follow up because I was following up
Yeah, he was very diligent.
Going
with the
dummy.
replies.
And like I got
But it
my,
was only one tweet.
he
It was
he
getting
did it.
retweeted and getting
And he
interaction.
didn't thread it too.
And that
probably
I'm new to
That
Twitter.
hurts
Like I just
people.
been on here this a month, like with this new Twitter, right? I got my
Thread
co-partner,
probably.
Josh EX, which is my co-partner, and like manage everybody with me and whatnot. He's texting me like, "Yo, bro, I just got 3 calls in the last hour. Relax, bro."
It's funny when you
shit's
old
cool.
people about Twitter
Like,
shit.
yeah, and I'm like, bro, first of all, like, I'm not saying this. I'm not pulling this shit out of my ass. And like, a lot of people were like, bro, like, why are you showing your career? Why are you showing old pay stuff? Because it's like, bro, like, to me, I'm very passionate about this shit, bro. And like, granted, I didn't have to do that, and I'm not, but I just want to show y'all that like, I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me because I believe in this shit. That's where I'm willing to go with it. And like, a lot of y'all are out here playing with it. Like, and it's just like, I was homeless last year. Like, it's people that have been here 2-3 years, and I'm right next to you. Off a word. Like, it ain't no games, no gimmicks, bro. Like, this is just. So it's like I'm walking and talking it, and I'm down to help people and show them the way. Like, anybody hit me up, I'm down talking.
And before we get deep into your story, I know Riley, you had a similar, and so I'm not sure if it's still in place right now, but I know you quit your job.
I'm 6 months unemployed.
Hey, yo, Riley got a credit score of 697. You hear what the fuck I'm saying, bro? Like, get like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you really, if you want it, you can do it.
So talk more about your decision in doing that and everything after that. What made you feel like you wanted to do it? Was it some real apprehension beforehand?
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking about quit. I worked at a deli in Montgomery County, in the suburbs, little, like the only poppy store deli basically in that area.
Yeah, crunchy sweet peppers.
Y'all did numbers.
Yeah. That shit
I
was
love
good.
sweet peppers.
But I ended up being basically, a lot of HBC worked here at one point. We were all there together, and then I ended up the sole remaining person there. And it was just terrible. I was making $8.50 an hour. And I did that for like 2.5 years, and it was just like I was in this constant cycle of I'm making $250 here a week, and that's keeping me alive. And
Literally
then
just
I'm
alive.
creating all these other hustles of all these other things. And I'm a jack of all trades, master of none type of guy as well. So
Guru.
yeah, so I was always building those things, but I couldn't take them seriously as well. Of course, I'm taking it seriously, but not as much as I could really be making money off of it. And making money off of, so that's what I do now. Now it's all marketing and doing creative services for artists, which is something I care about. So I'm gaining momentum in my field.
And you talk a
Whereas
lot
that
about...
was nothing. Like, there was nothing coming from that job ever. Ever.
And during your whole, tirade of the timeline show, you talk a lot about, break down your budget, what's that bare minimum you can survive on, get your hustle on, shit like that. So before we go into you, what's some of the things you do specifically, like in your hustles or your help on art and shit like that, or whatever?
So I do promotional services for all like social media and mostly for artists on streaming services. So getting their numbers up on Spotify, getting numbers up on YouTube, SoundCloud. I don't really fuck with SoundCloud, but I do it.
Wow.
SoundCloud's a dying platform.
It's dying.
It got bought out. Actually, the head of one of our distribution companies, Repost Network, is now the vice president of SoundCloud. So I probably should reach back out because we have a previous relationship, but there was no money to be made. You can monetize SoundCloud, but
it's $8 a month, and then free to even collect stream. Like, you probably be paying more just to collect monetizing. Like, honestly, I mean,
there's no money. We had a song that was completely monetized for like 120,000 plays, and that made like $15.
and then out of the $8 SoundCloud go.
Yeah, so now
you just made $7.
No, because that was probably over the course of 6 months. So now you're paying.
I got you. No, I heard you.
So you make nothing really.
Yeah.
Whereas Spotify, you do make money.
Yeah,
YouTube, you don't make a lot of money until you have ads on your own videos. But basically, I just dove headfirst into learning all these platforms, how their algorithms work, and how to build infrastructure for artists. And then I manage artists for our label, HBC. And so then all this stuff I'm learning, I'm now selling it to other people.
And what is it about Spotify? It seems like Spotify tends to be the focus for a lot of people. So what makes Spotify different from these other platforms? And
It's
that
a
you've learned
major
thus far, I suppose.
It's a major streaming platform, and it's still free. So anybody can go on there and still listen, and you do get paid.
And that's where SoundCloud had their leverage at the time, because when
Yeah.
Apple Music came and it was like, all right, well, I don't want to do the Apple Music thing, I'm going to go to SoundCloud. But now it was just like, well, Spotify got a free thing too. And I mean, granted, you got to go through the shuffle play, but
yeah,
it's
and it
like,
kind of sucks,
but you know,
you can still listen.
You can still
if
listen,
you
yeah,
wanted
and be
to.
on a major.
So a lot of
PSP.
people really use the to listen to music regularly. They use the free Spotify.
Yes.
Yeah,
A lot of
I wouldn't. I've done it
Me
when I was
neither.
poor, but I
mean,
wouldn't
you can
recommend
jailbreak it. I'm not gonna give it a hack, but I mean, I've done it for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then they play more ads on those, so that them playing the ads on those tracks is how they make up for you not having a subscription.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever listened to a song, so I'm not even familiar with it. I just listen to some podcasts or whatever.
Yeah.
So speak more about yourself, sir, and your hustle that you work on, what got you to the point of breaking down your budget and refocusing your whole approach to life and shit like that. So.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, like I was working at the Ritz-Carlton as like a food runner, like food expediter, basically at it's a restaurant called Ike Miro. Did that for like 2.5 years, and it got to it was like my birthday of last year. I just turned 26. Might have turned 27, October 24th. Same day as
Happy
Drake.
birthday.
Like, you know,
Girl,
show us all love. But I remember I like had an anxiety attack, because I'm like, damn, like, you know, I'm 26. Like, I know I'm talented in music, but like I'm spending 40 hours a week at my job. Like, it's like I almost feel like, you know, life is not coming down, but like I really have to make a move. Like I can't do this hobby forever and like, you know, like live this dream. So I called my mom and I was like, you know, Mom, like I really gotta start like turning it up. So then at the time I was rapping, but I remember one time I was at Tioga and fucking I had my session and like Case and them niggas came in there and just bogarted my session. I paid for this shit and I was like, damn, these niggas don't respect me. But I had seen Never, he's from Philly, hot ass artist. He was in there and he was actually running my session, but he was like finessing by just making beats and just like, you know, they wasn't kicking producers. Like you make beats, then like you could sit there and wait till the session over and then just rack up whatever. So I was like, all right, cool, I just gotta get in Tioga, whatever. Finally, I linked up with Serato and Ro from Crown Children, and that kind of like kicked everything up because like they were like at the Tioga studio. That's like working on Dying All Those Bulls came from, and it was a room called 24. Me and Rado was working, made some beats, and Maddox and come upstairs, and then made that first song that it was on the Oxman's tape. Fast forward, making some beats. Now I'm like going like the March. I got fired from my job, so like it was. Like, I didn't get fired, but I got injured on my job. I don't know if you guys can see this. Got
I sliced my shit too.
Yeah, and like they did some finesse and shit and like fucking like fire me and whatnot. Luckily I had some money saved up, but then it was just like, you know, I guess when I look at things, I never quit nothing a day in my life. And I probably wasn't gonna quit that job like unless I had something serious going on. But God just knew like, yo, like I gotta give you this little push because I know.
Wait a minute. You telling people to quit a job, and you not even a quitter yourself? You already getting injured on the job and leaving?
Not being a
That's
quitter.
a lawsuit.
Like,
False prophet!
That's a lawsuit, by the way. If they fired you for injury,
they bro.
You talk to him.
You
talk to a lawyer. I'm gonna connect you. I'm gonna get a commission.
Really. Like I had they had to like pay me back all like my back money and shit like that. So I got a good chunk of money. So now I'm like, okay, we're like. I was making about my room was like $750, so I was just breaking stuff down because it's like, you know, the plan never fails, the man fails the plan. And just like, yeah, it sounds crazy just to quit your job. And somebody was like, you're trying to romanticize like the struggling artist. I'm like, what? Like, no, nobody has to struggle. It was $7 billion in streaming revenue last year. And just like, you just gotta know how to really apply yourself and think smartly about it. This is not music class, this is music business. So then if I said, okay, word, if I'm gonna be on it, I don't have a job, like I just need to make $37 a day once I tally up my whole, like, you know, expenses and everything like that. $37.50 actually, which I was like, all right, word, like that's cool. Like, and it starts becoming realistic now. Okay, word. So I'm like, all right, well, you know, you mix music, you can make music, whatever. Like, start selling your beats out there, you know. Like, so now I'm like leveraging my beats and stuff. But I got tired of that because it just wasn't worth it for me. Because a lot of times, if I sell a beat to an artist, like, they don't like they're trying to drop it on SoundCloud. Yeah. Nothing behind it. No money behind it. Like, and usually what I say now to artists is like, don't worry about paying me for the beat. Would you have money for a promotion? Like, I'm sorry.
And if they don't have it, it's not worth working with them.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to give you bulk money up front.
Yeah,
then
and I did the numbers off of my SoundCloud streams. Basing it on, I got 150,000 streams off of SoundCloud, not telling me anything else. I sat there and did the numbers. 150 streams is a single ball, right? Yes? Is that how the conversion?
150
streams is like equal to a single ball? Like one single? If you pay 99 cents or whatever?
It might be more than that.
It's one
it
of those,
might be 1,000 something.
I thought that's for the
streams?
album. 150 streams equal like a single. I got
Really?
That's
better than I thought.
That's what the conversion rate was. So okay, so I'm sitting there taking that. So if I had 150, I think it tallied up to like, once I did like 150 divide whatever, it was like 515 singles I sold. So I'm like, okay, where the average single is going between 99 cents and 150 or 135? 129. Okay, so I averaged that out. That was $1.15. Multiplied the 115 singles by $1.15. Like each one of my beats is worth $1,000. And based off my production and everything like that. So now I'm like, okay, word. Now I'm understanding how to gain leverage and actually have something to show for it instead of just saying, yo, I got a song with Meta. You know, that shit don't fucking matter. Or at least going to somebody who's actually doing business and know business. Okay, so now I'm doing these sessions and I'm like, okay, well, I have people ask me for beats. I have people ask me for like, you know, running sessions. Like I should really try to get in the studio because I have this infrastructure of artists who I'm working with. I'm working with Josh Star now. I was cool with Maddox. And at this one I just met my artist Sam. So like I have like some of the hottest young faces in the city. And I'm like, you know, I somehow got in a breed. I was actually waiting for a Maddox session in breed, and I kind of got dubbed. And I just was like waiting in the lobby for him to tell me what the room was. And Happy the Flexer came in there, and I fucked with Happy fucked with me, and it was me and Josh in the lobby of Breed. And he was like, yo, he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh man, I'm waiting for Matt to fucking tell me what the session is. And he was like, just come upstairs, yo. And ever since that, like, you know, that was like my ticket in. And for me, I always make sure I talk to the herdsmen. I don't care about the sheep. Like I want to know who the real people are. So soon I got in there, I'm like, okay, this is my real opportunity, like really make a lasting impression. I seen Mason, who was the studio manager, dapped him up, like, yo, this and that is what I'm trying to do, appreciate you, like, even stay, help clean the studio, like, that's the type of boy I am, because truly appreciate it like that. And like that just goes back to the hard work, what I was saying, like, you don't, like, talent and hard work, and actually stepping up, like, like, that should get you far. Like, real people are going to recognize that, because that's probably how they come up. So now I'm getting free studio time in Breed. Oh shit, we should cut that out. No, don't say that. I'm sorry. Yo, chop that. I want everybody to know about that. That's a good connection.
You do a minute mark, sir.
That's a good connection. But I started getting favors, and then we're like, you know, like I was sitting there bringing, like, Josh is a videographer, like, and like that's my business partner. So like when we come to places, it's like we always have something to bring to the table. Like, okay, like if you can let us do this here, like whatever videos or services you need, we got you. We also have homies that like mass appeal, like, you know,
like a one-stop shopping.
Yeah, you know, so it's like, even because I know people need money, and I understand that, and I know a lot of us artists are, you know, just using our money to survive. But I always try to come with something that's like, yo, it's a benefit.
Yeah, there's not always money, but there's still always a way to collaborate or benefit off of each other. If you want the relationship to happen, it can. It's a lot of times on the other party too, if they're willing to break out of wanting straight money and think about it more on this is going to be a collaboration that we can use, and let's not put money in at all, let's just combine budgets for a collaboration, so now we can push this to somewhere bigger.
Because what's the 150 going to, like, say somebody brought a beef for me for $50, the $50 going to go to weed.
Yeah.
I did nothing. Like, it's like
one thing somebody told me one time, he said you can gauge how serious or how legit someone is, or if they're trying to finesse you or not, off the price they give you, whatever.
Right.
A certain price someone give you, that's not the price they're giving everybody. He's trying to get a quick flip off, or whatever. Like certain price, like a 150 type thing, a lot of times is like, is that really your price, or you think I'm just likely to give it to you? Or it's like, if someone give you 150, 300, 400, it's probably not your price if that 150, 300, made your week or made your month. Yo, I made $300 off whatever thing. It's like, it's not even a normal occurrence for you in the sense of that. So I think it is, people do like again, everybody path is
And yo, everybody wants a
but people
bag
be kind
they
of
do
weird
not
with
deserve. Let's just say that.
Mm.
Just because you started fucking making cover arts 3 months ago, do not mean you have the right to say $30 for cover art. I've been giving free beats for. Hold up, bro.
The prices people throw around is very peculiar.
Hold up, bro. It's about paying dues, though, bro. It's about
paying dues
and getting respected. Like you will pay like Metro. Let's say for a beat, right? Anybody will pay Metro fee for $25,000 because it's Metro. He has a crazy track record. Anytime you hear that tag, it's pretty much golden. Why is Jimmy down the block? Yeah, just because you got some shit with bra or whatever. Why your beats $250, bro?
Yeah.
Why? What is your beat really going to get me like at least 1,000 streams off your name? If you can actively say that, then cool. That's different.
What is the true drawing power?
Exactly. And why are y'all asking for a bag? Which what is the come on, bro? Because it's some young boy in Minnesota that's gonna do it for free.
I feel you on that, but with art, I take it a little different than the production, just because it's something out of the field. Like that's someone that is doing unless that's all they do. They just make cover arts. But if they're an artist and you're hitting them, they're not really going to benefit that much from their art being used as your cover art. You also might put this shit on t-shirts and you're probably not going to pay them $1.
Good point.
Like, there's a lot of, I manage an artist, Scratch Williams. So I've seen this.
And he's fire. He's amazing. No, we're actually
he's amazing.
We got to talk.
Of course, but he's amazing. But I've watched this go either way. I've put him in positions where yo, you should do this. This is someone that maybe you doing this art for them is going to open a door. It never happens. And he just ends up doing some shit for free, and then he's looking at me like, what was the point of this?
Right. And I guess with me, when, like I said, when I come to somebody and I ask them for something, 9 out of 10, I have like a counter offer that's going to work. It's going to be good for you too as well.
Yeah.
Like again with the shirt thing. Like if I get cover, I'm going to use that printing where shirts cut you bread. Like I'm going
and that's different.
I'm going to work this. Like I have people like they get right up for it. Art gets seen all around. And so that's what I try to bring in. But I just feel as though it's just the overall market of just and I get it. Everybody is asking for something, asking for handouts. And I get probably a couple rotten apples spoiled a bunch, but it's just when people gotta know the difference between when somebody's actually coming to them with a plan that makes sense, and usually and I just feel as though a lot of time it's just it's even whether you the $30, bro. You can put this on shirts and really go dummy $30 a shirt and get these made for $10, and then we split it $10 profit even. You saw 100 of those. You do the math.
Yeah,
and that's more than the $30 I would have paid for the initial cover art. And you see what I'm saying, though?
That's true.
It's just we have
There's
to
more
plan.
Money in
we have
ownership.
To plan it out and use other people's money, but we can do that if we just plan it out. But you trying to take from me, you trying to rob Peter, pay Paul, and it's just it doesn't have to be like that.
Short-term vision.
Yeah, it's just
Switch gears real quick. How valuable are fake streams? Cause I always see that topic comes up.
They're
with people.
None.
Not at all.
Besides, if you want it to look like you have that.
Because again, I'm not an artist, but from what I be seeing certain things, it seems like to me, some people would feel it's valuable because it's all right, someone would see these followers and then possibly before the jig is up, I can keep this facade for too long and then possibly be.
I can tell you the only way
picked from this
happen.
crop
if you want
signed
that
or whatever.
If you want that to work, if you want that to work, you need the fake streams, you need the fake Instagram followers, you need the fake story viewers, you need the fake likes, you need the fake Twitter followers, you need the fake YouTube.
Views,
you need it
50
all at
comments,
once.
and I've seen that before. It's what the fuck,
So you're saying everybody out here with X amount of followers?
Let me tell you something.
And it's never worked out for anybody that y'all know of or seen? It hasn't been they still stay where that? Cause I from what I hear and talk about people, it seems like a lot of people have fake followers.
Yeah,
and,
they do. And it can. But that's what I'm saying. You got to do it
go
all
across the
around.
board.
And you can never stop. So you're on this never-ending rise.
Oh, so you can't just buy it then.
If you're buying fake likes
because you gotta keep
on your
posts.
shit, think about that. So now every post you do after that, this is just Instagram. So if you're buying fake likes on Instagram and followers count less, but the likes, now every post you do after that, if that shit's performing under that, you're fucked. And granted, none of those likes are actual interaction.
At
like,
all.
they're not people that are going to interact with you in any
And
way.
just because you have
can't turn
followers
them.
don't mean they're your actual fans.
Of course not.
Yeah.
That like
You can't
that-
do a show.
That's two
No.
different things. It's almost like
You
Fat
can
Boy-
leverage it to idiots, though.
That's
like
what I'm
people,
saying.
like people at labels. So
Right.
and
And then it might not matter by then, because then they'll put you on a platform, and now boom, now you have fans.
It's like-
and that,
I-
you gotta always be hustling up.
I.e.
That's
Fat Boy
the
SSE,
key
right?
with
They
that.
think because you know a lot of these labels are trying to take like social media stars and give them tracks, whatever.
Right.
All these writers, a lot of people at Atlantic are doing that. Shout out Mike Karen. But
Shouts out Mike Karen.
if you sit there and look at Fat Boy SSE, granted he has like 8 million followers or whatnot,
wild.
and which is crazy. But bro, I'm never. I love you, Fat Boy. I'm never checking for your music, bro. I love your funny shit.
It
but,
hurt
like,
my heart when High D was trying to make a song.
And it's like, bro, like, come
Playboy,
on,
yo,
come
Playboy.
on, bro, like, come on, like, and it's like, I get it, like, I understand you, like, the labels think that, oh, follower stream, like you said, oh, you got this whole thing is gonna convert. No, it's not. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the
But
whole big
Howard
fella,
is
like,
streaming though. He might be doing all right.
Who?
Fat Boy.
I can
He
see-
probably
His
listen,
streaming numbers
no,
probably
but,
solid.
And listen, when you got a machine behind you, and you know you
Exactly.
gotta pay to play, bro. You know
Exactly.
come on, you know
Yeah,
you gotta.
they'll make money.
Yeah.
Well, the artists making money though.
Yeah. And it's just like, again, like, I'm sure you can do that because you have a large infrastructure on Instagram where you're getting those like paid promotions and stuff like that. So like, I'd rather like I'm pretty sure he's making a lot of money where he can invest the money in the music and just like it be no nothing.
It's just the more attention, the better, and he
Yeah.
can make it work. And
Yeah.
not him, but anybody can just make it work. The more people look at me, or you look at me, even if you look at me for 30 seconds, like this music
Right.
ass, but I may have.
I
to
still
see
got another
thing.
look,
Yeah.
and I can monetize that by I am like a walking billboard on all assets, movies, the comedian, the music. You
Yeah,
know,
so
I feel like if you're gonna go the fake route, you gotta go hard. Like you really.
How
gotta
much does that
just-
cost? If someone went the fake route on a monthly, breaking down the budgets, how much would that cost?
that bro who was.
What do you like? I could give you numbers that would surprise you. Like 1,000 likes would cost you like $16.
Really?
Bro, I'm telling you, it's cheap, but it doesn't.
$16.
It doesn't do shit for you.
It really doesn't.
Okay, so for likes, like what is like? Give me a whole budget.
hold
like,
up.
I'm
That's-
curious about if someone can really make this work for how
That's
long.
like, what is that? Like $200 on a budget? Month?
What? Yeah, probably.
A month, yeah.
Probably.
And it's like, bro, you
$200
rather
followers,
fake
you're-
it till you make it than just rather pay somebody.
You're better off putting that money into actual advertising through the platforms. So like promoting your posts, making your account a business
And they work
account.
to it, like they're legit.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I always
that's-
I always see people bitching about the Instagram algorithm and shit like that now.
So they like that's you don't see things in consequential order. You see it based
I've heard some
on
people also say like it only really goes to like your followers. It don't really go to other times.
anything you post goes to like 10% of your actual followers,
Right.
and based on how that 10% interacts with your content in the first like 20 minutes, if
I
not
thought it was
less,
10. It was 10.
It might be 10
Because they got
In
they're
that
fighting
span-
for space, literally.
in that span. If it doesn't get more interaction or a similar interaction to your last post or popular post, then it won't broadcast it to the rest
Right.
of your 90%.
Like those 10 minutes needs to be a like a minute ratio. Seriously, that really does and
Interesting.
like it really needs to be that way.
So
Or-
is Instagram advertising beneficial?
I think so, and it's a way of sustained marketing because, like we're saying, that if your shit doesn't work, let's say your post only gets 30 likes, but it's the cover art for your song, and it didn't get interaction.
No.
You can promote that, and now you can put that going for the next week, next month, next 6 months,
Right.
and then it's showing up as those sponsored ads, which some people don't like, but
Yeah, how are we saying
I've
Instagram
gained
posts? Are we
friends.
talking about like doing other Instagrams? Like
No.
Because I've done
Timeline.
like,
Paid sponsored posts.
I've done that both as well.
Like through, if you pull up your Instagram when you do a post,
Right.
if you click
right.
promote through
Right.
Instagram, and it's
I
all
just
through
think
Facebook.
a lot of that time they come off like it's good. Like you still should do it, but like even when I do it, even if I hear some hot, like it's like I don't know the way how it's set up. It just makes the interaction feel.
But that's us. We're in the know. We know these things.
Right.
You got to think about the
Confident.
casual listener.
Right,
And
right,
most
right.
people, they don't know shit. Like they're not paying attention.
Mhm.
Most people don't care this much about any of this. We do because we're on this side of things.
Right.
But like a casual listener, they're just seeing it, and if that shit's hot, it might catch them. They might see it and be like, "Oh, this is corny. Why are they promoting shit?" But
they
whatever,
listen,
though. Right.
whatever.
Right.
But the thing is, it's legit. It's real.
Right.
So even if they don't turn to fans, at least it wasn't fake. So like now,
Right.
you
yeah,
can
you
get
got a
yourself
real
shadow
interaction.
banned on Instagram, which is where they don't tell you that you're banned, you still have an account, but they won't promote you at all through their algorithm.
Why does that happen?
Because you're doing like a lot of follow, you're doing
using
likes
banned Instagram like hashtags. They got banned Instagram hashtags
that were like kind of glitchy that would get you more interaction. Yeah, there's a lot of like if you partake in the bullshit, and bro, I've done all of it.
That's what. Yeah, bro, you're talking to vets.
It's been years. I've been doing this shit since 2012. We started as spam artists. Like, we would just go through every single friend on every single person we knew's Facebook and message them our song. And we would pump out, like, thousands. We're 10th, 11th grade of high school, pumping out thousands off of Facebook messaging. And it wasn't good. It was a lot of like, yo, why the fuck are you sending me this?
People just
but they clicked that shit.
We got 1,000 clicks.
And then I had the one of the writers, what's his name, Shake from Two Dope Boys. He freaked the fuck out on me on the timeline for spamming him our music. We spammed our way to Pigeons and Planes. It works.
Bro, for the initial first part, you gotta go that hard.
I stopped.
You know, for that initial first part, like, you know, like, you have to go that hard and understand it, because, like the labels and, like, just going back to saying, like, paying for play, like, I've seen some of these emails where it's, like, it's coming from, like, labels, like, they're paying.
Oh, yeah, so the labels are doing
the labels are
fake
doing
shit.
The same shit, the ads and everything.
They're just doing it all. So, I mean, it can all be beneficial, bro. If you're buying 1,000 fake likes, 1,000 fake followers, like on all platforms, and then you're putting money into real advertising, and then you're actually doing shows and you're continuously growing, you can use that fake shit to leverage, and that's what a lot of people do. They get their followers higher. Then you can. A lot of these labels only look at followers,
right?
Which is a shame. That's how a lot of these bullshit artists are showing up in front of us, because that's what they care about.
Yeah.
Changing gears a bit. Y'all watch Power?
No.
I haven't. I heard that.
It's not important.
Yeah.
But so just a quick random scenario. So let's say your child gets kidnapped.
Right.
Person says, 24 hours, give me X amount of money, or I'm gonna kill you. Kill the child. My thing is, every time this shit happens in movies and shows, I had a debate with my friend. I said, I'm not paying that money. I'm gonna go, if you give me the address, I'm gonna go try to kill you, and that's what's going to be with it.
What if they kill your kid?
They're gonna kill him anyway. I don't. Anybody that knows me and don't have a mask on and they try to kill him, we're not making it out of this warehouse.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
So my friend said, no. Some people will. I'm like, nobody's letting me walk out of that warehouse after I gave them money and me and my child know they are. That's not happening. So as I said, we just gonna take my best chance trying to kill you and then make it out of that.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
I feel you, but I also, if it's my child, like, I'm not.
You paying it?
If I
I'm just
got
trying to kill it right now.
No, because
I'm gonna try and find a way.
Like, he can sit there and put your kid in the middle of a fucking park and, like, drop the money. Or, like, because I'm a sniper. Like, if you don't drop that shit or you don't come with the bread, I'm just going to leave.
Okay.
What if your dumbass gets you and your kid killed?
We just gonna die. That's not there. We're gonna die anyway.
Not necessarily.
That's we are.
You could have just been broke.
So the context. Yeah, no, even if I do got the bread. So even with the context, I'm talking about like you got to meet us here. Come alone. Don't call the cops. Just bring the bag by yourself.
Oh no,
okay,
you calling
so
the fucking. You calling 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not no, right? I mean, first, that's not even right because I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen in this situation. Like, yeah, I'm calling fucking 12. Action News, Channel 6, they here. Like standoff. I don't give a fuck. Like, they ain't leaving. Like, yeah, if you want to make the news, nigga, make the news. Like, but you ain't leaving. Like, fuck all that. No, like, don't tell nobody. Yo, I'm calling my mom in the cup. Like, 2 phones. Like,
I'm paying it.
You paying it?
Yeah. No amount of money is worth me or my loved one's life.
Definitely.
Money can't go with you. We
facts.
only got this shit.
It's not about the money for me. Definitely.
Yeah,
I feel like
I get the principle of fuck this, I'm going in there. But for me, like, same thing. If someone wants to rob me, bro, have it. You got it. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Definitely.
I'm not going out. Like,
I might know the person who robbed me.
And what?
Yeah.
Really?
No
We'll talk about that.
I really don't like going out because if I never mind. Go ahead.
We'll talk about that.
So my friend, like, she'll be happy that people disagree with me. So fuck her, fuck y'all too.
Nice.
How about this? Speaking of timelines again, right? Cause I was thinking like, I feel that like I was focused on social media in general.
Yeah.
I feel like with so much access to everything is just like accelerated and heightened in two specific areas that I want to focus on: opinions. Like everybody just even if someone disagrees, back to you, even if they disagree, they got to be so threatened. They got to express theirs. It's a constant back and forth thing. Second, in a completely different like lane, sexual. Everybody's a fucking porn star, just sex everyone the fucking timeline. Everybody's constantly talking about sex. Fucking 8 a.m. to fucking midnight.
It's a free time.
Yeah, so it's interesting to me that everything, because there's more and more, Instagram bitches everywhere. It's just a constant. And I think about if I was like in high school, I'd be horny as fuck all the time.
But
like,
just
it's
switching
like,
it back
too
to
much.
social media, like it made everybody's, and I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but like pussies though, because like it's like, not saying I'm right, not saying I'm wrong. Just listen to what I'm saying and at least understand. Okay, I can understand why he would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I talk about in any situation. Like I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying I'm wrong, but I'm just trying to understand how you, because we're all different. You might know somebody 99.9%, but it's always that 0.01% that you're not gonna know, and that could just make the whole thing change left. And we just got so fucking like. Pussy-ish. Like I heard like fucking Eddie Murphy was like apologizing for.
That hurt my heart.
Like, and it's like, bro, Raw's amazing. It's like that's where it was at the time, and it's like that's where
you fucking Eddie Murphy. Who gives
yeah,
a fuck?
Yeah, it's like comedians are supposed to think.
You're allowed to feel like maybe he does feel that way. I mean, it's pussy if he's just doing that to save face, but I mean, this is how many years later?
But to me,
looking back on your old shit, he's probably looking back on it like,
But it's a difference in tone, though.
He's probably a different person.
You could be a different person. I feel like, one, I don't really believe it. Two, if you are a different person, I feel it don't have to be explained though. It's like it's implied.
It's like the Kevin Hart.
But the fact that you're trying to get in front of it, to me, that's why you bitching. It's like we would know you different from your new stand-up special.
Because they're scared out here, bro.
And that's what I'm saying.
But you're Eddie Murphy. Literally nothing can happen to you.
But this shit's crazy. They're roofing anyone.
That's not true.
They're roofing it. They're canceling. The cancel culture.
Eddie Murphy literally cannot be canceled.
What if he did some shit?
I'm talking about comments, not some rapist shit.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying.
He can't be canceled from.
They canceled the Asian guy from saying the Asian joke on SNL. Fired him.
Yeah.
They canceled the Asian person saying the Asian joke.
It's like what the fuck?
He didn't have any leverage though. He didn't have any.
I didn't really know anything about it.
We didn't know him. He was some comic off Twitter that SNL picked up, and then he had said some shit, so they kicked him off.
But it's just like
on the show or before.
I
don't know if he ever even got it.
He never even got it. I think the community had brought it back up and they roofed him. And it's just like, goddamn.
We live in an era where you gotta search your @name and all the trigger words.
I'm keeping mine there.
Start deleting.
I'm keeping mine there.
I've been there years ago. So
my friends have done it to me. I'm standing in it. And what's gonna happen. Like, it is what it is. Like, granted, I've never been some wild ass nigga.
Me neither.
None of my shit was too wild.
I just say bitch a lot. Like,
there was just
words that's just usually like a
make sure aren't out there anymore.
No, that's a bitch. I mean, no offense, but that's a bitch. Or just like I say nigga, that's a nigga. Like, I don't know your name. Like, whatever. But I get what you're saying now.
But Eddie Murphy, that hurt my heart. And actually, I'm also one of the people that's like nervous about this new special too. Like, I'm
hyped for the Dolomite movie.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that.
That shit looks good.
I got to see it.
That shit looks good.
I ain't even peep nothing.
It's good.
I'm a YouTube gamer watcher. Like if I'm on YouTube, I'm watching shit about music, music podcasts, the Music Business Podcast, Joe Bum Podcast, YouTube and Spotify, and like I'm not really a big movie guy, or I just toured them illegally.
That's all I do is watch movies. I got into this entire industry was I started as a videographer.
Right.
And I was a scene videographer. I would do music videos and I would do photography. And then I just kind of weaseled my way into all the events.
Right.
And I would get in for free.
Right.
And then I was underage, so they'd be giving me drinks too because I was doing the pictures.
Right.
And then I would be the first one. The event would end at 2. I'm at home on Twitter at 2:30, uploading the pictures already, having them out before all the other photographers. That's how I met everybody. But they didn't know what I did. I just would get a picture of everybody, and then now they know who I am later on. But that was the key.
Back to the struggle times or having down moments. How you feel about? Was it ever a time? I don't know how long you grew up in together, but was there ever a time where you felt like oh, I gotta be a provider or a man or a dating type standard. I know a lot of people speak like that. Like, is it better to be with someone when you're down and out versus when you get you're more comfortable with yourself or where you're going in your path and not even just financially, because some people just can't deal with themselves when they're at certain stages in their life, whatever. You can't deal with others.
When my girl met me, I was fucked up. It's I was really fucked. I was just leaving my old crib. I just got the job at the Ritz, but like I didn't have no money to move my next spot. I didn't have no roommates that wanted to move. Like I was literally just a professional couch surfer, and it was kind of nuts because like I had 2 Obama phones. Like I was fucked up. Serious, I was fucked up. But she rode out like a champ, bro. And at the time, like she was like very like popping. Like she like had her blog and shit going. Like her Instagram was going dummy. So like when I met her, like it just kind of like I kind of seen how like social media planning and just content creation, having everything look uniform and cultivated caption, all that shit I learned from her. Mm-hmm. That time she was going like to Philly University, or now it's Thomas Jefferson University, and she was like doing like fashion design or fashion merchandising. She said right now her name is Leah. I don't know why I'm talking to third person, but I'm just keeping it.
Shouts out you.
Shouts out there. But I know what people mean when they feel like they have to be there for their significant other, and I just feel like I've been just blessed because I've been in a situation where I have been with someone that like I had to you got to be at the studio sometimes 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and like there's gonna be bitches there, there's gonna be whatever there, and like I can understand how a girl can fucking get in her feelings about that because it's temptation all around, but like this is my job. We don't like in the industry. We don't have a cubicle or office hours. Like this shit is 24/7. Sometimes in an awesome fucking studio like this. Sometimes in a motherfucking little hole in the wall, your bedroom. But like you have to be there, and you have to like Riley said, like be at the first one at these events, the last one leaving, getting content out, like linking. Like you have to do that initially. And with my girl, at least my situation, like I didn't she understood that, so but I understand like people just don't, and that's why I sometimes say like you don't even really need like a girlfriend, especially between the ages of 18 to 21, because girls their whole life, I'm going off a tangent, they're bred to be a spouse, like they're playing with Barbie dolls, the music listen to, all the movies they watch, where we're conditioned, fuck bitches, get money, whatever. Now we get in high school sweethearts, now we just gotta conform. Like now you gotta learn how to compromise, and niggas don't know how to compromise. A lot of us are coming from single parent homes, like single mother homes. So like however that trigger, you know what I'm saying, but that doesn't get respected, and niggas don't know how to convey that. So then now you get to cheat and whatever, just because you're what you should be doing, but it's also like I just want to do the fuck bitches get money type thing, and now you're trying to find this conflict, and now this girl hates you because you took her virginity, and now you just wasted her time. Time is very important to women. Don't play with their time. They really invest a lot.
One thing I will say though, for us, I'm a big us up. Shout out to men.
I'm with you. Black
women, they feel just because the whole conditioning thing. Right. They think just because they're ready to like have a baby and be married and pregnant at 13, like they conditioned to do that shit early. They think that makes them more mature. They like, women ain't mature faster. No, y'all just ready to settle down faster.
And women,
I feel like emotional intelligence. Like if a dude is really invested in a woman, he really care about her feelings. Like women say, the smartest women I know say the dumbest shit ever in regards to like their dude,
it's
their
because
relationship.
They really make real decisions off of feelings. Which, no offense to my women, sometimes that's why we belong with each other. Not say I love gay people, I don't give a fuck. But it's in the term of women are very off the feels. Like where men is like if 1 + 1 is 2, but a woman be like, well, what if he got a remainder and it's 0.3? So now it's like and it's just sometimes that's needed, but then sometimes it's not. And I know. A lot of times you feel like something, but just because you feel it, it's not concrete, So.
But how back to the original thought of like dating standards and being comfortable with yourself, whatever. Any thoughts on that whole thing?
I'm humongous in being at one with yourself. So I've really pretty much blocked myself off. We're gonna get some psychology here, but to the idea of relationships and shit like that, because I have this one-track mind. I've never met someone that can keep up with the pace I'm moving at. Besides my family at HBC, my brothers, and those the people that are around that can keep up, but I've never met someone that can keep up with that, and I don't necessarily have the want or desire to even cater to the growth of that type of relationship.
It is very,
because it's on me. Like if I'm not
awareness, that's good.
If I'm not, I feel like it's not worth. I see no point in dating to date. There's no point in that for me. If it's not going to be something long term, then I have no desire to even entertain this. I have no room for
What's
distraction.
entertain mean?
The idea of a relationship.
It's always a good muse, though. You always need a good muse.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And I've got
I
a lot of muses.
Okay, cool.
I've got a lot of muses.
I think you don't believe in cuffing anything, but there's a lot of middle ground.
Oh, for sure.
The head on the bosom is 10 out of 10 content.
And that's where I like to stay, is in that area.
Yeah.
But
that, sir.
Yeah, it's just I'd rather be at one with myself and happy and feel like I'm where I want to be in life before I even entertain the idea of trying to bring somebody else in.
Fucking them up.
My life's all over the place. Like I don't have any money for you. I can't provide at all. I'm providing for me, and that's all I really can at this moment.
And don't get me wrong, we're not sitting there saying, at least I'm not saying, because when I got with my girlfriend, like, it literally, the stars was aligning. Like, her friend, like, hooked us up. Like, it was like a gift from God. I got a terrible relationship, and then, like, I was just gifted. Like,
yeah.
So, like, and it just worked out.
Yeah.
You know, because on some shit I really was on, like, fuck it, like, I'm out here. I'm about to get a vasectomy and get to it. Like, real shit. Because, like, what Riley is saying, you really need to be able to focus on this shit. Like, really, like, especially when you're managing an artist. Because, and I'm changing the subject right now, but I'm tired of motherfucking managers claiming their managers are not doing shit. And I'm tired of artists looking for managers. Artists, you don't need them, and just work on your craft, and they're gonna come to you. Managers, stop trying to fucking manage 3-4 fucking artists. Like, that's just not like that. Like, I treat like my artists like a fucking kid.
I got 5.
They're like kids though, bro.
3, 4.
Like, I'm calling my artists 3-4 times a day. Bro, what's going on? You chilling?
That's why I can never be a manager.
I live with most of mine.
And that's what I'm trying to get to. Yeah. Like, it's like I have Mars stayed under my crib, like, yo, bro, 3 times out of the week, just so I know, like, we can get shit done. And like, that's the type of intensity that needs to be brought. Like, I'm spending money on my artists, and I don't care about them. Like I believe in him. Like, and if you look at Scooter Braun, like when he was back in the day when he was managing like Asher Roth and Justin Bieber and whatnot, he was housing them in his dorm, working part-time job, feeding them, you know, making sure they had weed, whatever, paying for studio time. And it's like, that's the type of level of commitment that you need to have. And the fact that there's so many fucking managers out here is like, if everyone's work ethic was like that, Philly be fucking crazy.
Right.
So who's lying? You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what's going on here?
I think the real key...
Well, it's much easier and better just to say I'm a manager instead of doing the actual work.
Of course, but like, what are you really doing?
Like, come on now, sir.
Like, are you just using me to get in here? Like, we're just the dick suck and dick pool?
Well,
like, get out of here.
A lot of times artists just want the manager to do, like, I'm an artist... Any of the business is going to corrupt my artistry, so I need someone to send the emails and send the texts and do all of that. Okay. But that's, to me, I've been through all of it for years. That's laziness to me. It's all on the artist. You got to be on it yourself, because if you're not, I can't do it. Like, I mean, I can, but like, that doesn't build a relationship for you. It builds a relationship for me. So like, everything about being an artist, you gotta take it on yourself. And what I do as a manager is I try, since I'm not doing music as well, I just try and elevate the knowledge and try and create more infrastructure and more ideas. So when they're not thinking about that, I'm here and I'm gonna push this platform and find more ways, because I don't have to make the music. Which that's what a lot of artists hate.
That's
the business.
Crazy, because I make the music and manage, like, and it's great. Because like I didn't even want to be a manager. It's just when I had met Sam, like I had like first of all I had seen Josh Star had reposted Sam on his Instagram story, which at the time
Sam's a superstar. By
like
the way.
Yeah, no cap. Like honestly, mark my words, like star. But Josh Star had reposted my Instagram story, which at the time Josh Star didn't repost anyone. So I was just like, what the fuck? So I went to his page. He had a great look, whatever. I sent him a couple beats, and one of those beats was the "Come Home" song. That was the first song he ever sent back to me. blown away. Like, I just couldn't even fucking believe it. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, and I've been with the lowest, I've been local artists, good ones, mid-tier, couple high ones. I've been all around, so I kind of know what to look for, whatever. So I called him and I was like, bro, like, you know, like, who's recording you? Like, you know, what's going on? My manager's recording himself in his room, Logic, stock plugins, just being very efficient. Like, and I see that in myself, because like, you get tired of fucking like playing around with Joe Blues and like, you know, like he said he was at a studio and like the Bulls just always get high and just fall asleep and mixing them, and like he just like one day was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get this shit right.
Yeah.
And when you see somebody like that at such a young age have that type of level of intensity, because like I said, I see like a lot of these rappers and a lot of them are just emotional drug addicts, like, which I personally like, because you get really good music from them, but like you gotta get the pros and cons, you know.
Yeah.
So just seeing him and like we linked up and we talked, and I was like, listen, bro, like I'm not a manager, but I have a nice connection right now. At this point, like I'm in breed, I'm talking to people, whatever. I was like, give me a month. Let me just show you what I can do, because like I said, I didn't really know anybody manager, but I knew this kid had fucking talent, and I was willing to fucking bet tooth and nail on it. So, you know, just going in that, just like, you know, doing the research, and I've always been like in tune with the music industry, because, you know, just I don't ever want to get yoked.
Yeah.
And I've even like me making, like I said, I used to be a rapper and making beats. I just started making beats because producers just asked. I was tired of going on YouTube and like even dealing with the fact that I had to clear somebody else's beat who I don't know. Where it's like, bro, like
every one of my artists became producers in the process.
Just get off your ass and make your own beats.
Because working with producers ended up being a problem.
Right. And I feel as though like you unlock another level of artistry. Like I kind of look for artists who like know how to like do other tangible stuff, because like when we're in the studio with Sam, like he knows how to talk to the engineer. Like, no, bro, I need this EQ this way, I need this that way. And like sometimes you're
that's like a more common thing, I guess, like because of people like Travis. Like,
yeah,
artists
and that's where that's where it really shifts, because sometimes you hear a lot of like rappers don't know how to convey what they want to the engineer, and that becomes a nightmare, you know, like where you have to like go back and forth, and it's like, oh, bro, it doesn't sound right, and it's like,
and you don't have the words to describe it.
And it's like, well, bro,
I sit in on a lot of mixing sessions. We work out of Milk Boy with Justin Miller. Shouts out Justin, go.
You know Miles over there? Y'all be in the C-room sometimes?
Yeah, that's where we work.
Okay,
yeah.
where?
Shouts out Miles.
I live up the street, bro. Like,
for sure.
Yeah,
but I've been sitting in there for years, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'll just say like colors and moods and like, yo, this shit needs to sound like blue, and like I'll throw things out there.
Right.
Just I'm willing to speak my mind, and you need people, because a lot of times people sit there, if you don't know what to say, you just won't say anything, and then you end up. Now you're a few weeks later down the line, you're like, I don't even like this, but I didn't say anything. Mm-hmm. So I just speak it, and along the way, Justin and every engineer I've worked with, they end up just kind of explaining. So now I know nothing about any of this shit. I'm starting to learn. Mm-hmm. Now I start to understand what all these different things do.
Like as an artist, the artist should at least know how to hit R and record themselves.
Yeah.
Like, at least. Like, seriously, it's 2019 and it's very simple. Like, that would just give,
if you can't take that on yourself, then you don't have the capacity.
You don't want to,
Real quick, though,
you're not taking on responsibility.
What are some of the things you did as a manager, though? And also speak on when it's your time. Like, if y'all both kind of agree that, the manager shouldn't be like the one that's emailing or texting people, whatever.
No, they should.
Because the managers are the buffers between, because sometimes
that's what I was like, really?
Like,
it's not, it just can't always, you got to be building these relationships yourself, and some of this business is your own. Mm-hmm. If you're just swapping it out with somebody else, it gets impersonal too. Okay. So I can see that. I think it's just about building it up yourself.
Right.
What do you want to say?
And I was just agreeing with him, and just establishing that connection, but it's also that, like, an artist sometimes can't say no. Not saying they can't say no, but it's good to have that liaison between the two to just, there's no bad blood. Like, if I come out and be like, hey, I tell a nigga no in a minute, nah, he ain't doing that. Sorry, dick up. I take the rap for it. I'm loganNOTnice. I live up to my name sometimes, So,
yeah, having a manager is someone to run an idea by. So, like, you get a second opinion on everything. Mm-hmm. They can run anything by me. And a lot of times when I find opportunity, I'll hit them and be like, yo, this is a look, but you should reach out yourself. So then that person's gonna take this as more genuine as instead of me.
Right, and then I can follow up.
Yeah.
And handle the rest of the business. So you make the initial connection, and then I follow up and hammer it out because I don't want you talking about the payment and stuff. You try making something right now.
Yeah.
I can handle all that.
What are the other responsibilities you've had to take on?
Just the artist.
And like, or being more specific, in that window of time that you gave that one guy, what are some things you did to show him what you can do?
Well, at the time, Sam was just making music, and the talent, to me, the talent's there. And right now, it's about getting the content and the visuals out. So I was like, when I first met Sam, I wanted to do nothing but singles, but he had his tape already kind of formulated, which was at the time, he was like, I wanted to call it Gemini or 619, which was his birthday, and like that was like around the same week he graduated. So that was like basically like, to me, like symbolizing him jumping out the porch. I was like, perfect, that's good. Heard a couple of this shit, I was like, all right, well, let's not drop it 619. Let's give it a little bit because like I want to take you to breed. Like I'm going to breed now. Like there's some people in there that really fuck with you. I'm linking with Reefy Smalls now, like Black Poppy, and like and they really fuck with you and whatnot. So I'm like, let's just go around and whatnot, whatever. Like start building the awareness. So because like I didn't know Sam at all until June. Like that I met him that day, whatever. So so I was like, okay, once we get all this content together, me and Josh together, like Josh had some connects at Mass Appeal. I had built some connects like on my own and whatnot. I was like, well, I don't want to send no half-ass shit. Like, and granted, I know we're amateur artists, but at least if we act like, or at least try to act like how these professionals are doing, like, we're going to get credit for that. Plus, the talent's already there. We just got to just get right to the door and we're knock it down. And that's literally what we've been doing. We're just like the Come Home song, like, and I was like leveraging around like, yo, I got this artist that's a star. And I started recording at my friend Dan O'Connor's crib up Temple. Shout out Doc. He records like Maddox and all them boys and whatnot. And he would just give me free studio time too, just cause like, and that's what I did. Like certain people who I did tell Sam about, and like this, what I was trying to do, I was like really passionate. And Dan had said this to me. He's like, bro, when I first met you, I thought you were either fucking crazy or you knew exactly what you were talking about. Cause like the same energy I come with about, like I'm really impassioned about this shit. Like I will go off a ledge on like some music shit and like what I think about. Cause like not only do like hey, like I'm actually going through it and I'm actually walking it. Like, I've done my research. So like I'm not trying to look like an idiot. 9 times out of 10 I research and can give you examples, point A, B, and C of why I think my cause were right. So like that guy was like, bro, I just took it that you was right. And like, I started fucking with you. Now we're getting more content. We got the first video out and I'm like, okay, we're like, you have talent as if like you've been here for 3 years. I just met you in the last couple months. So we just got a full steam go.
Yeah.
And like wake the consumers up. Cause anybody who we brought to the table or we showed them it, love it, dumb it. We just did 32K streams in under a month. Dropped the tape August 30th.
Talk about it.
Like, yeah, off the muscle, Like
that's just like telling people, making an awareness.
Yeah, and like granted, like we got like I did like a Spotify playlist, but I got 2 songs, $60, and like it's a real playlist. Like it's not no funny fake shit. Like, and it's ways that you can sit there and see it. First of all, you don't want to be in a playlist that has like over like fucking like 100 songs. Like nobody's gonna be in that shit for that fucking long. Like you want like a good 50, 60 constant rotation. How the playlist works, like if your song keep getting streamed, you're gonna keep it in the playlist. If not, it's gonna be rotated and go on. So it's like it's kind of like, yeah, you pay for it, but if it's working, it's working. And from that, like we got fucking streams in Germany, fucking Australia, and like granted, like it's like 5 people, but they're contributing like 300 to 500 fucking streams. And that's all for me. That's like $60 and good content. Like goes far, like far. And it was just like, like just sitting there seeing that. Like okay, once you bring this content and like he's a polished star. We got good videos out. Like we got after that, we had dropped the Poppy Bean video. Our friend and Josh, my co-manager, he was like, bro, we should do the fucking Adam 22 shit and whatnot. Josh put up his own bread, paid for that shit, and just was like, fuck it. And we got a good response off of that. Like Adam 22 said he's a star. Like we reached out to him, he hit us back and whatnot. So it was like, wow, like I just met this kid like a month and a half ago. We just made this Papa Bean joint. Papa Bean was made in 35 minutes. Like Mandy Lauren Co., he's from Philly, fire ass producer, sent us a fire ass pack. He made that joint in 35 minutes. And we wasn't supposed to do that video that day. We were supposed to do another song, but like it just, the visuals didn't work out. We was in the basement of Milk Boy and Breed and shit like that. We're like, because I used to be an old electric factory and shit like that, so I had like all that shit back there. And like we just kind of called audible and did that, but that shit went like, now it's like 8,500 views. And it's just like, my main thing that I see is just getting the content out there and just,
It's kind of the key. It's the key for the key is to have a product out there. And for artists, the way you got to look at this is as a product. This is your T-shirt. This is your physical thing, your music. And he was just dropping gems the real way. Labels, independent artists, everything is being pushed right now, especially through streaming, is with playlists. So these companies, individual playlists, there's big marketing companies that sell these services, but you can pay, and it ranges from, like he says, $60 to $50,000. It's like a radio budget.
Really?
And this is what the labels are dropping.
The labels are, and like, so it's like when people tell me they're not paying for their music, it's like Coach K from QC said, it takes 200,000 to get a number one fucking like.
Yeah.
They're paying.
Yeah.
They're paying. So you're not.
They're
you
paying
can't tell me like if I hear you're not trying to pay, like you lost. Yeah. It's not the 90s. Nobody's getting discovered. No, like this shit's like shit's not happening no more, buddy.
Yeah. So the key there is you're getting in these playlists, and these playlists have followers, and most what you're normally able to pay for are independent, not owned by Spotify playlists. So this is if you made a playlist today, that shit goes up, you got 50K followers, now you're charging people to get into that playlist. So you basically are getting into those, and they have this infrastructure already of those followers. And once you're in there, now you're capitalizing off of their internal audience.
Hey, yo, not to cut you, shout out your playlist though. You just made a joint.
Thank you. Thank you. You're the reason it happened. He tweeted we needed more playlists.
Yeah, because I was out here trying to find one for my artists, and I'm like it's like 2,000 rappers in Philly. We all trying to get on fucking Spotify. Why the fuck isn't there no Spotify Philly playlist?
Right.
Like it's like
there's one. It's called Listen Local Philadelphia, and it's got like it's Spotify. It's a Spotify owned one. We were in it for a while. Every one of my artists was, but now I don't think any of them are.
Right. But we just need. I don't want to be like. I don't like. Not saying I don't like the Spotify playlist, but like it's just so many people. Like it's like people like you. Next up, Chloe. That like she also like has her own blog. But like it's so many artists out here to where like if we had more managers and people, reporters and like people like DJ Academics and Shay Cheetah and shit like that.
We don't have any major media here.
This could all go hand in hand.
Yeah, build it up.
As you see, i.e. Tekashi and 6ix9ine, and I believe market here. Tekashi 6ix9ine will have a successful, booming rap career after he gets out of jail. First of all, listen, it doesn't matter. Nobody gives a fuck about ratting no more.
It could be forever if he goes to Russia, which is where he has a humongous audience.
Yes, and you got DJ Academics still with the battery in your back, still pushing, you still your bestie. So you have a huge
I know people not going to care, but I just wasn't sure about the actual logistics of moving around and shit.
And he's with, who's that guy? He's with Elliot Granger or who's
the brother that run no bunch of shit.
So you got a bag behind you, and you got media, and you got a bag.
You think the label's not trying to lose out on their investment? They already gave you their money, and you're paying your lawyers for now.
His streams have probably quadrupled just because people are going back to the old video trying to play Inspector Gadget.
Yep.
So they love it. They loving all that shit.
Another thing to switch real quick. I remember y'all watched the Chappelle Bird Revelation stand-up.
Yes.
Yeah, so one of my favorites.
Amazing.
And I like the part when he said the girl said Louis was beating off on the phone. I couldn't do it anymore. He said, "Bitch, that's just a brittle spirit." So main thing when you says a lot of people just pussy out here. So to expound on that a little bit more. So I think that's another issue. I feel people really do just have people have brittle spirits. I feel that energy around that becomes contagious, and then as like a result, people like everybody's patting each other on the back, feel like not being so brittle. Just stop bitching and keep it going. Like, first of all, we all know life is hard. We all know like niggas trying to make it. But like, what do we?
Like, if the shoe don't fucking fit, it don't fit. But like, if you walk like a duck, you quack down like a duck, got a little duck fella out your pants. Like, I mean, I don't know what the fuck to call you. I don't know what the fuck to call you then, bro. And like, it's just like, I'm not gonna like I was telling my homie Josh, because Josh is like very like, if I had to like look at it in a certain way, I like pick me like Rockefeller, like that, and like on some braggadocious shit, but just like how like I'm very charismatic, like I look at it as like a dame, like you know, you guys saying like
that's my idol,
like same, and then you got
on a dame hill.
You got Josh, who's like a big, who's just a little kid in the back, like you know, kind of guy, and like he always tell me like, yo, bro, like don't give a fuck, man, we walking it out here, like we just gonna be a leading example. But it's like, bro, like if I can't talk about what I am actively doing without getting offended and like the other day I had sat there and asked, like, I'm about to start some shit, holy shit. No, I'm not really, but I'm bringing range to the podcast.
Talking shit, Kane.
Bringing range to the podcast. I had sat there and was like, I had asked, like, you know, like, why isn't, like, you know, Philly music being played by Philly DJs in this city? And, people, and fuck the local artists. I have never heard Sim Santana flexing and flashing at the function. At the same, at anywhere. I see he's got a fucking deal off of that song. I never heard Drew Boy Close Friend song. I really got shit for sale. Anything under it shouldn't hit the scale. One of the hardest first lines. I've never heard that nowhere. And I've seen that song make places go fucking dummy. Even places that he's not even from.
I'm not hearing Pounce Out Top anywhere either. In these parties.
Bro,
I'm hearing them everywhere else.
Why? These boys are getting, and it's like, fuck the local boys. They're like, these are actually like, when you do here.
Now, granted, Astro plays all this shit.
Astro
plays all this shit. Hashland plays this shit. There are people.
Yeah, and it is, but it's just like
it should be more.
Yeah. But I heard somebody sit there and say, like, again, like people like Astro, Hashland, like all those bulls, like Face, like I definitely. But somebody sat there and said, well, you know, these artists don't support me, so I'm not supporting these artists. And I took highly offense to that, because if we have DJs out here thinking they are fucking artists, when that is your job to be the fucking liaison, you're like the Hermes between the mortals and the gods in terms of music. You know the rappers, you know the consumers. That's your fucking like. When did you become a rapper to even do that? And first of all, why would a fucking artist come out to any one of your events if you're not spinning my fucking music? I don't even think you even got a thought to even try to play my music. But you want me to pop out to this $5 fucking event at these same fucking venues?
Bro, I used to not go out unless they were spinning our music.
It's crazy.
But it was on me as the manager. I would have talks with the DJs prior and be like, yo, bro, I'm going to link you with this record. Would you be down to play it? No, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
but
now
that was on me.
This is the alternative argument that I've heard from people. They say that, you know, a lot of people, well, to your point, those songs are already ringing off everywhere. Flesh and Flesh. But, so you're not even talking about the real local artist per se. You're talking about people that's already ascended to, you know,
it's like we're not even.
Because some people say, I don't want to hear necessarily music.
And that's fine, I get it. But at least, like, words of support for the Philly art. And then, granted, we play Meek, we play Uzi, but even that's like the top 50 shit. It's like nothing like Philly would know. Like, I never heard in the party Back to These Niggas by Meek, which will go crazy.
Everybody else co-signing you before everybody here will co-sign you.
But to his point though, these are the niggas like
this isn't Philly though. And if everybody wants to go to Atlanta, they want to go to LA, where it's like, oh, the coaches over there are so fucking. It's like we can do that here.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta keeps showing everybody the fucking blueprint, but it's just like, no, I just rather go down there and dicky somebody else with it. They'd rather just do it here.
The reason I think it doesn't always work here is I just feel like the love isn't real with a lot of people here. Like there's a growing community of it, like us. Like it's a similar way we connected for sure. It was similar minds. Let's do this together.
It's $7 billion.
But
machine revenue made last year. Okay, let me tell you, I don't give a fuck about if I like you or not. We're fucking making music in this basement. Swallow your fucking pride and let's actually get to a bag here. You know.
I can't swallow my pride. I'm trying to make myself seem and be.
Like, well, then you think you're in the fucking game, but you're really in the way. And that's who I'm talking about. I have no problem offending niggas like that, because you're blocking blessings for people like me, Riley, next up Chloe, Astro, people who are really trying to fucking push this shit forward. You're in the fucking way. So I have no problem offending or ruffling them type of niggas' feathers, because it's like, okay, going back to the DJ thing. If an artist knew that a DJ was going to at least potentially spin my song, like you done it before, like whatever, niggas love to flex and flash and pull up on the gram and whatnot. Yo, bro, pull up, like such and such gonna play my song. Now you got him and his posse pulling up.
Yeah.
And the cover dollar, there was $5 a hit. So now you got 10, 15 people. Like, do the fucking math.
Right.
Or just because you can mix it, not even a full set, just mix this shit in. Like, you know, like, niggas get a quick Instagram click, they happy as hell.
Yeah.
You had that bitch packed every week, but nobody wants to fucking meet in the middle. And that, as the DJ, like, if you're not willing to do that, why the fuck are you DJing? I don't need to be another art. Like, like half these niggas fucking rap, half these niggas DJ, half these niggas fucking shoot video on the side. Like, it just, like, that's another thing. Like, niggas need to really believe in one thing and make it work.
Well,
like,
to this point, also earlier, I feel that's another thing that a lot of people suffer from, the jack of all trades type shit, whatever.
But it's different.
I do everything.
It's different. When
is there an issue with that? I know some
Yes.
people argue against, like, no, I just want to do a bunch of shit. Isn't it?
But you wouldn't shoot a
is.
music video right now and also marry somebody?
Yeah, I have recently. In the last year, I've shot music videos.
Besides your artist, though.
No.
Exactly.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I don't make beats no more
So
except
that's
for
the common mission in hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's just like you got people out here who's like they're
Nobody
they're everything.
to do a video for
yeah,
them
they're
right
everything, and it's like you're not even focusing. Like you can still be everything and still focusing. Like you're focusing for your group and your company. Just like I'm focusing. Like I don't really make beats like that for a lot of people unless I know you're really trying to work or it's for my artist. Like, but other than that, like it's a W. I don't even care about the money because it's like I said, like you're not really trying to put the money into anything good anyway.
Yeah.
Like I don't want the fucking song to go to SoundCloud and just be played by 500 people. I want to hopefully get it heard by A&R, which if we get on a fucking SoundCloud playlist, which is only $25 by Trace One, which is a good. I found that off of Instagram fucking swipe up. Like $25 fucking dollars. I said, what? 60 for 2 songs? Sign me up.
Yeah.
Both of those songs got fucking 5.1. Come Home has 5.2K thousand streams, and fucking Flossin has, I think, hold on, bro. I like about 5100K.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's the easiest money.
Easiest fucking money. Then when we sat there, did the Philly Scoop Hall post for Papa Beam, niggas was hating on saying all in the DM, and I was flaming niggas, and I love all that shit. I love.
Bro,
all
that's
that
good shock marketing.
I love all that shit. PNB Rock hit us up.
Why was niggas mad? What happened?
Not. Because like it was like
they was hating on the song, you saying?
Nah, just like he looks like come out this and he sounds like Cardi. And it's like I love all that shit because then when you hear like shit like Come Home or No Droughts or like they're shivering like saying really like toxic shit like and really like getting his bag.
Is Scoop Hall the same as other type of things? He has deals to post and shit like that.
Like Philly Scoop Hall, you know Philly Scoop.
No, I know. Is it the same situation where you pay and he posts at a certain time?
$20. I was like $25.
That's it?
PNB Rock hit us up,
shit.
like left the post up there. Niggas hated all day. I was telling niggas dick up all day, and then Roxy, like real niggas going. I don't care about the sheet. I never did.
Yeah.
Try to talk to the bosses. Because once I do, once you see me with the boss, like I've been multiple times, I go in the studio, I'm walking right past niggas who done me, shaking niggas like, reefy hand, like niggas like, yo, Logan, yo, now niggas like, oh, bro, like we should definitely work no dick up, dummy, like you like.
Yeah, bro, and no interaction is bad interaction. Same like no press is bad press, which kind of changed in these years. But with the interaction, like I learned this with YouTube. So if you get dislikes on a video, that shit doesn't negatively impact you because it's still someone clicking your video, and that's all YouTube's looking for.
Exactly, it shows someone took their time and spent on the video.
You could have 5,000 dislikes and 3 likes, and YouTube will be pushing
people
your content.
People understand comments are worth more on Instagram than likes. Like it's like what is it? Comments first because comments actually like somebody actually on here typing,
makes sense.
And actually spending time to say some shit about this. And then the share is actually like, holy shit, you actually want to reshare this shit, which means you're actually taking this platform and doing it above yourself and promoting it to your other fans. So it was like, this is some good shit. Entertainable content, that's what Instagram call it. We're boosting this shit way up. Yeah. Like, way up. You know? And that's where a lot of that shit, I always try to do some cheesy ass, like, comments and shit. Like,
bro, I learned people from the beginning have always hated what we do. Because it's weird, like, we're not in, like, the street rap. Like, that's not our shit. We're in the alternative hip-hop genre in Philly, and there is not a huge market for that. Tierra's busting it open for us, but
and that's what I was
and Uzi did too. He did. Uzi is on that level.
He kind of created with the whole, like that whole.
He kind of went.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We're so small. We should all be leaning on each other and fucking like making like you got Next Up Play, like you guys made the podcast. I mean, not the podcast, but the playlist. And now we have an outlet where artists can have a benchmark to strive for, because that night I was up looking around, I'm like, where the fuck is the Philly playlists, I'm like,
right, and there's
what
not.
the fuck is going on? I would rather pay, and this is also what I said. I would rather pay a fucking random Spotify playlist guy, I don't know who the fuck runs Trace One, whoever, or pay somebody like you, than to go down and link with my fucking local DJ to spin a song. And I have, I'm in niggas DM with saying hot as shit, unreleased shit, and I know it's hot. I've already showed it to niggas like fucking like Peterborough manager Lewis Craig and fucking like Slim Dollar. I'm not trying to drop names, but these are niggas that's like fucking like they told me yes,
yeah, that's
hot. And so, what's going on here?
Now, how's the approach? So, are you approaching DJs and they're just like, no?
I'm approaching DJs in the most respectful way possible, bro. Like, you know, like I'm showing love. Like, I'm not just running right into niggas shit. Like, I try to, when I follow somebody,
is it the Dame approach?
Yeah, I'm very meticulous.
I'm direct as fuck.
It's kind of sick with me, bro, because I'll fucking just like, I'll plan a whole approach or something. I like somebody's pictures and whatnot, show content support, you know, leave a thoughtful comment, because niggas don't understand a thoughtful comment. They're like, damn, who the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah.
Then they come on my shit, come check my shit out. Then I sat there and peeped that you check my shit out. You probably like to come on my shit. Then I hit you. Nice and respectful. Hopefully I find your first name. Hey, what's up? So I'm not calling you by your Instagram name. It's just little shit like that. People, the real niggas, the real niggas gonna know. Not everybody cut, because everybody's yo. I mean, this nigga hit me today. Yo, bro, I need some beats. Like, I'm like, what? Like, nigga, what? Like, who are you? Like, are you paying me anything? Probably nothing. Like, right? Again, like, it's like that's disrespectful, and I don't want it. And you can't make a second first impression. So, and I feel like you catch more flies what you do with honey than you do vinegar.
So basically, you're coming at them approachable and just what, nothing? Or are they dubbing you?
No,
or?
Listen, all I'm saying is, listen, here's a song. I just want your honest feedback about it, because you got a platform in Philly, and I just want to get respect from it. I want to connect with the herdsmen, these builders. I don't want nothing from you. If you like it, throw it in there. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
You know? But it's just like, did you even, then I double back, like, yo, did you hear the track? Like I don't want nothing. At least tell me, yo, bro, that's fire, bro.
Like a
I didn't like it.
Yeah, but nothing. And then you got the nerve to tell me, you got the nerve to tell me you mad niggas don't support. Like, bro, what? This is your fucking job. DJ Jazzy Jeff, like, yeah, that's what your, like, Eric B. Rakim, it was DJ producer. Your job was to bring the fucking new tunes, you know, get niggas wild up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what happened? And I was like, tweeted on fucking Twitter the other day. What happened is, you know, the SoundCloud playlist, and then somebody informed me that, like, you know, copyrights and shit like that. And I was like, okay, heard you, that's a good one. But, like, if you did a fire function party or whatever like that, why don't you put the set list up? Or, like, and, like, you know, just, like, it's like, for, like, they get DJs, like, you know, playlists of, like, they're popping events like they're doing in the city. Like, just, let's just try to meet the middle. Let's try. Let's go. Like, instead of saying, oh, niggas don't support. It's like, bro, what are you actually doing then?
Is Audio Mac legit?
Yeah.
Y'all spoke on SoundCloud. Like, is that?
Yeah.
I never really
if you're gonna use, so shouts out Joe Vango. He's from Philly, and he works for Audio Mac, and he does, like, he was big in building up all the early playlists and everything. And he's put a lot of people in position with the local playlist. There is a Philly Audio Mac playlist. I'm pretty sure that's run by Demel Michael, and so I think with them, they're dope, but like it's not monetizable exactly. You might be able to, but it's going to be similar to SoundCloud, but like they're a lot less on some, you should be finding these accounts, and with SoundCloud it was getting reposts. And so a lot of celebrities or mid-level artists, celebrities sell reposts now for like $15 to $100, and they'll repost your song, and it has a similar effect as playlists on Spotify. You now are on the timeline of that person. So they kind of killed that and just made it more of a platform where if you can reach them, and this is how we had luck, I would hit up Joe and be like, yo, we just dropped this. He'd put it on the homepage of Audio Mac, and that constantly happens all day, so you slowly move down, but like we were going up like 20, 30K listens on there without putting $1 out. I've never spent $1 on Audio Mac.
That's a good job.
And that's so it was always worth doing, because it was like, there's nothing lost here, it's just free exposure.
And that's what people just don't understand. Like, again, like, because again, even though you got 20,000 streams off of that, like it's probably a new user that came to the Audio Mac platform. You know, that's now like that was fans of your artist, and now they're like, oh shit, I kind of like this UI more better than such and such, whatever. Like, people are just negating the benefit of the long term. Like, I took this on a chin, and I get it, but. Like, that's just bad business. Like, you're not supposed to do this. Yeah, you're not supposed to do this with everybody. And sorry, bro, that like Johnny fucked you down the street, but like I'm actually coming with some real shit here. And a lot of times when I'm coming to people, like I am detailing shit out. And sometimes my manager, like my other partner, Josh, be like, yo, bro, like you giving niggas a lot of details, but like no, it's just, bro, I'm trying to show niggas this shit's planned out. I'm not asking for no fucking favor. I'm asking for no handout. Like, it's a good win-win for both parties because, like, we really can get some shit. And I got the things in motion. I got people that really wants to help, too, as well. And it's just, on that end, when I see myself get, like, ignored or, like, it's just like, and I came with you respectful. I'm using your first name. I would like to think people would sit and see hold on. Like, cause when people come to me like that, I'm like, this is different. Like, all right, like I'm gonna write you back just because you took your time and came at me like that. Like, it's different, and it's like these niggas just fucking ignore that. And it's like, yo, who the fuck? When did y'all become the fucking? Who are y'all? Y'all niggas is fucking drug addicts and like depressed, like amateur artists, and like we're all just boosting each other like facade for real. But like if everybody was really killing it, how motherfuckers is killing it, or not even to my own horn, but like working like me, fully be fucking crazy. Because I'm right next to niggas who've been here 4 or 5 years. I've been following for 4 or 5 years, like in shit and whatnot. I'm right here, right next to him. What's up? So it's just like really like it's like either like niggas is capping or like, and it's just like I'm gonna keep talking my shit because I'm actually walking and talking, and I see niggas like Riley walking and talking with the 697 credit score. So it's like it's fucking possible.
So I found just with the DJs, like I know our music isn't getting spun regularly, and I'm cool with all of them, all the DJs in the city. They're all my friends, but I'm also not asking them, so it's kind of on me. But I also know if I go and I ask, I've never been denied when I do ask. I just don't do it often. So, like, I do it when it's key. If I know someone's going to be there that I would want to hear our music in that setting, all right, bet, let me talk to the DJ. We already got a relationship. We've been cool for years. Right. Why would he say no? And that's always the situation. It's always just kind of off of report. Like, and it's because I don't ask. Like, we have built relationships, we've made money together, we've lost money together, we've had shit happen in the past. It's been years now. I've been interacting with everybody in the Philly scene for the past 3 years now, in a major level. So that's my take on it. I understand the frustration if you're asking and it's not getting received. Because I understand. But if they don't know you at all or your artist, like I can't like they don't owe you shit. But it is. But
it's not even accident effect. My main thing is that, listen, bro, I would just like to hear your opinion on their song. I just want to connect with the Herdsmen. I'm not actually.
Because that's like, to his point, that could be building rapport.
Bro,
right there.
Exactly. Like, I'm new here. I just been doing this for a year. So I'm not, bro, if you like it, if you do, I appreciate it. But just tell me what you think about it. It's a new guy. He's just been here 3 months. It's hot music, though. I won't be bullshit. I never did this before with you. I never asked you for anything before. My first time I came out respectful. 9 times out of 10, like, I'm probably hitting your email. So, like, I'm really, like, label and shit. Like, I'm really, like, damn. Like, he's here. Like,
and you guys might appreciate this, though. So, like, a while ago, I came across someone I used to work with, whatever. And we was out drinking and shit like that, whatever. And apparently he's the type of person, once he started drinking, he gets super emotional. So he was just like, yo, man, it was good to see you. Like, I've been going through certain things, but it's good to see certain people that's really good, genuine people, and this and that. Yo, hit me up, though. Don't forget about it. I know we ain't seen each other, but no, that was a whole little thing. But it really stuck with me, because I feel like, you know what, man? Like, I felt like, especially like work relationships, right? Especially when you like a person like pursuing certain things. I know my attitude, even though like people I work with now, I fuck with them heavy. Like they need some, I got them. Right. But at the same time, I don't fuck where we at. I hate this place. Right. So it's like that attitude's attached to that relationship in a sense. So it's like, I mean, it just made me think like the idea of like protecting or preserving certain acquaintanceships and associates type shit. Cause you know your friends and your people you consider like relatives. I feel people always keep that in mind. But do you guys deal with that? Like,
bro, I'm the
and I feel it's also that's like a managerial type thing to keep in mind. Like trying to protect certain relationships that maybe not like a day to day. They may not be on social media, you see each other all the time, like, but it's like just someone that's a contact from a while ago. Like, what are your thoughts on it? Just preserving certain relationships.
And like, and not
I don't
I mean,
take it as
just
PC.
preserving certain relationships. That is like, is that a thing you keep in mind of like?
Yeah, I never burn no bridges.
Same, exactly.
I'm not trying. I'm not in that business. I don't know where I may need you for it. I don't know the future, so I'd just rather not even do it. Even if
bro, we're in this for the long haul. So like, you never know who you're gonna
especially
see.
in this industry, bro. You shit on somebody that that nigga be the CEO next week, and you be fucked.
Or 10 years.
Oh
when
my
you're
God.
10 years down the line,
And that's terrible.
you're struggling, and that
nigga-
in a different
This
spot.
nigga Logan, the same nigga that said he
Right.
wouldn't take my art seriously if I didn't quit my job.
Right. And that's why like I was like no, like because I fuck like
That's
listen
why you
like
explained it.
I fuck with a lot of people out there, but I'm just saying this be realistic because there's some 16-year-old in Montana that's going dummy and like you not even like you using your work money just to live, and granted you need to live, but you also need to sacrifice. Like really count down if you need to like get the essentials like rent. Like a little bit, you might need to just go like a dime a week. Like trust me, like I love smoking
And one of the
weed,
things
bro.
I like that you said in that whole point was like, and I feel something that everybody should take from it is like, even if it's $50 out a week, just readjust and just change the perspective. Is there anything you can cut down on? Because you talking about vacations or anything, just like it's something you can cut back on.
When I quit my job, I went through. I had like 15 recurring subscriptions across 3 credit
just
cards
know you know you can
and my
steal that
debit
shit and toward
cards.
that shit. For at least 7 of them.
Yeah,
Fire stick.
probably.
Fire stick, $20.
Bro, but I was just
Going
signing
dummy.
up for everything. And because I got all these credit cards, I started growing
And
shit.
yeah,
And
you
I
know
was
how
like,
that
fuck
feel.
it.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, I got it. And then I quit my job, $10,000 in debt to credit, and I owe my grandparents $4,000. I owe PayPal $1,000, bro. I was
Vulnerability is the best marketing,
shit.
bro.
Broke
Seriously.
as shit. So I quit the job. I was like, fuck, this was the worst decision. It was super impulse. Like, I asked my boss for a raise to $10 an hour from $8.50. He said, I'll give you $9.50. So I made the video as soon as he said that, me walking out.
Right.
That was it.
And you
that was
put
right
2 years
after.
in. It's like you couldn't give me the 10 like $1 for each year.
So
Like damn, I've been here every day.
it's so much
like,
deeper
I
than
brought
that.
my boys
But-
in here, bro. Like
But from there, I had to really account for everything. All right, so what's every single piece of money coming out of my account every day? I pulled up the calendar on my phone. I pulled up notes. I bought myself a physical calendar, and I started writing every day what money is going to come out. So now I'm aware. I'm days ahead. Every morning it's right next to my face.
And bro, when you plan it out, you
it's a
realize,
shitty way to live.
But
Kind of, but
it's not like. But when you actually see the benchmark where you need to hit. It like for me like when I was like damn I just need to make $37.50 a day and I'm just like that's not that bad.
No,
I mean,
$37.50.
and like and granted I was like really hard so that was like
Right.
fucking rent, utilities, weed, fucking haircut like I just cause I need to keep my brain going like I got a beautiful girlfriend I'm not pressing nobody out here like fuck that so like I was really like going like some alright like that's not that bad you know and just taking my main point what I was saying was that it's like how you go to work and you like you know you use that same level of urgency how you're at work. If you would treat your dream like when I got fired from my job, I wasn't sleeping and I was still waking my ass up 7 o'clock in the fucking morning like I was going to work. Like, all right, well, nigga, like you're not making no money. Like, try to make money. Like, if I'm not making beats, I'm fucking on podcasts every day. Like, you ask my girlfriend, I am music up every fucking day, like to the point where she's like, oh, here you go on the phone, like you know, like it's just like that's how I'm in it, bro. Like you know, so it's just like you have to if you treat that with the same urgency as you would your job, like something will change.
You work it like a 9 to 5. That shit's
Like,
gonna work.
seriously.
And I know
That
me.
shit's
I
gonna
read
work.
an article a couple like months ago at this point, whatever. It made me change my whole perspective towards my budget. And I know when I started doing it, made me like better, just more efficient with my bread, whatever. Was like now I literally have my whole budget planned to like next June, whatever. Like every like month to month, it's like all right, yeah, like even and not just like you know rent, car shit. It's like no, even like luxury type things, like you know whatever. Like if I wanted to my mom's birthday coming up, whatever. I put that money aside months ago. Like, all right, let's get it out the way. And just literally line everything down to the last dollar. Put the savings right here, credit card, and it makes sure so you aren't like surprised. Like, no, all right, literally everything is broken down. And you know, this fucking nigga plug or pay him, you know, shit like that.
I was more so talking about the nigga who's working at motherfucking like a trash company or whatever the fucking job that you're using is to get Comcast or whatever, and you fucking playing this game and like trying to be a rapper on the weekend. It's like, bro, I don't take you serious. Like I see y'all through that, like you know, like.
But what if they're doing that and all they gotta do?
It's a different type of urgency.
For sure.
You know what
for sure.
Yeah, I'm just like
when it's make or break. I know what you mean.
Yeah, because I do know successful artists who do have a job and they utilizing everything the right way. I'm not talking about that.
There has to be money. That's the other thing.
Exactly,
there has to be money.
Like you look at somebody like.
And this shit can't happen without money. So
and it can't, and it really can't.
You honestly. Either gotta find a way, or people gotta work.
Mm-hmm. And on that note, did you guys enjoy yourself today?
I had a blast.
It was crazy.
Good conversation. Second time here.
Second time.
How'd you get
second time? I was bugged.
He was like the old studio.
2 years ago. Yeah. 2 years ago, probably.
Brought the whole HBC
roughly.
time.
I'm jealous as shit. I want to pull up again. This is fun.
Yeah. Actually, I literally we'll talk. I have a whole other episode of mine for you. Whatever.
That's funny. Yeah, it was so crazy because I was like, damn. I had tweeted on Twitter like 2 weeks ago. Like my opinions are too robust for. Like 100 characters.
Yeah, I saw that tweet too.
Next thing you know, you hit me. I said, "Holy shit!" Here we go, baby.
Won't he do it?
Like, yes, sir.
Yeah, so drop your social.
Shout out Desi Bay. Yes, sir. I was happy as shit. No cap.
So drop your socials and all your R's, anything they want to announce, promote, all that good shit with it. And you don't got to pay me $25 for that. For that little promo.
Damn. I'm gonna start this one out first. Me and Riley. Artist San, aka San 30K, and Lord Trippy will be performing tomorrow.
When's this coming out?
Not by tomorrow, but it's good. Though.
This show will have already happened. It was a major success.
Yeah.
Lord Trippy, Son, Key, Voltage.
Cap. It was a good job.
Naggles. Shouts out Velly.
Shout out Velly for sure. Major. And yo, stop hitting Velly up, fucking up his DMs, yo. Like, if you don't got a wave in the city yet, stop blowing my man. Just show love. Like a couple of his pics, comment some thoughtful shit. If he hot, he gonna check you out.
Velly,
yeah, bro. Like, stop just because you seen his name on a flyer, hit him up like, yo, let me get it. Like, no, that's Dickie in. Like, and that's terrible. Like, y'all fucking a wave up, really. Like, you told me. Like, stop. Because he's making it hot for me. Like. I gotta gift him shit before I call him.
Facts. So yeah, successful show already happened. What else you got?
Seeing 30K, Gemini hot now. 30K, we just cracked 30K in a month. See what all the hype is about. See why I'm up here talking like Dame Dash. What else?
My shit's at Riley of HBC. We had a successful show already. And Miyazaki came out, new single from Tawobi and I Hate You Sheed. That shit's on Elevator right now.
That's a fire fucking cover art. And
shouts out Scratch Williams. That shit's amazing.
You fucking put your ass. You got he killed that, bro.
But yeah, shouts out that we're on Elevator right now. That shit went up an hour ago.
Was that from Jake Camaro?
No, he won't respond to me.
Damn. Jake, I love you. Respond to Raleigh, bro. This game.
Real quick, let's talk about this real quick. Why do I?
Oh yeah!
Damn it!
Why won't fucking writers in our own city, besides Chloe, shouts out Chloe, fuck with us? I gotta go. And shouts out Young Live Wire out in Florida. You know she put us on. I had to go to a Florida writer.
I talked to Jake, and that's why I said this shit with Velly. A lot of bulls are just fucking just like, just because people shout Jake out and they know how accessible he is, like they just kill him. And like he was like, bro, I like taking pride in finding the music myself.
Facts.
I don't want to be steered, like it's like it makes me feel jaded and biased, and like he's really on that type of shit. So it's
I'm not mad at
it. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
but it's crazy how I can get more support from reaching out to someone that for the same website as someone that's in my city.
People should be doing more research and actually looking at somebody's page and be like, okay, like I didn't know Riley, but when I went through his page, I was like, oh, he's obviously on the same shit I'm on. Now I don't know this fella, but I'm not gonna double him. I'm gonna follow him back and show love just because I see he's the same way. But anybody who I assume the same way with me, that's like I treat him with that same respect because you just don't know. But
and that was before Son.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like people just have to just not shoot themselves in the foot and just really just vet people.
Stop
first.
being short-sighted. Have some long-term vision. Be genuine. Be respectful.
Yes.
Don't take shit too personal.
Nah.
Don't take shit too
And
personal.
more-
I'm not mad at Jake.
and
I'm
more
not
than
mad at Jake.
anything, don't be pussy.
Don't be pussy.
Yeah, don't be
Don't be
pussy.
pussy,
Don't
man
be
up.
bitching.
Dick up, dummy.
Yeah, it's never me versus you. It's us versus the problem, and it's not right or wrong. Just understand what I'm saying and how I could have got to this point. Because we're not always going to agree. And listen, we're not fucking Einstein, and none of us are smart.
Right.
But
I
just
mean,
at least
I
understand.
be right though. But yeah,
Nah.
so shout out to y'all. RightonQuelive, talk about it. We out. Thank you.
Yeah.